Hello, and welcome to Whose Turn Is It Anyway? So we're a bunch of casual players, but doesn't know it's not so casually. I'm your host, and Joseph Master here, and this is our campaign for the first hour and a half of Ashana Rising. We will be, after the break, going into the last parts of our Dungeon Uncle's one-shots from Halloween. It is not almost Christmas. You're in time to it.
It's the night before Christmas.
Ooh, I like it.
No, not more dreams, please.
Yeah, we last time in the Ashana, where they were on a boat to the Angel's Island, and then an Estrax general showed up and they started fighting. They were really frustrated because their AC range was apparently very different than how it usually works. That doesn't really matter because Godric can use both a push and his Estrax power and did a lot of damage to him. And then Idrimal, he crossed into Idrimal's territory, and Idrimal nuked him with radiant energy of light. And that power also, may have destroyed their boat and all, but, then they watch him ashore. They, I forgot her name. Sari, gets her walking.
He's real to me.
I'm sorry. You all walk into the village, woke up Sari. Sari knocks on her dad's door. You meet her sister. You get a little bit about Idrimal and the whole shebang with that. And so Idrimal said, Sari, if you come back down, you can't leave. Blah, 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 blah. Leon, their dad, has some connection. I can't remember how much that was revealed last time, so I'm going to say some connection to the Adventurers Guild. And then Mida plants the bean, and that bean was starting to become a pyramid, and Idrimal didn't like that. It came and destroyed that pyramid real quick. It had a conversation with you all, asked you all, was the world worth saving and all that, and some other questions, I guess. And he reacted to the question, your answers with a fight. I think currently Mida is unconscious, bleeding out and all that. Tried to mark that last time. But the actual, big fight. Each one packs a lot of damage. Last thing that happened is he stabbed into Godric. Godric used his other feature he's never used before to not die. But are you legally unconscious or incapacitated?
I'm legally not
dead.
I have HP. Legally, I have HP.
Legally have HP. I think you're either incapacitated or unconscious until the start of your next turn.
No, it's until the ice melts away, which it immediately melted away.
Cool. Well, you're unconscious. But anyways.
Okay. All right.
And last week's cliffhanger was Godric. We're getting all of Godric's memories and stuff, but before we do that, we're going to finish Idrimal straight. So as you all see, Godric release a bunch of spirits, more or less, from his body as Idrimal stabbed in with his infinity sword, as someone put it in one of our docs earlier. Idrimal withdraws the sword. People who can see close to Firefly Audio and Poppy, you see that Godric notably does not have a giant hole in his chest this time. Godric just stabbed him a lot. Just saying. But does not have a giant hole in his chest as the sword is withdrawn. And Idrimal sheathes the sword. He walks to the nature crystal label. As he walks towards it, he makes eye contact with you. The eye contact does not come across as angry. It seems to be more of a waiting to see what you will do. As he makes eye contact with you, as he approaches within range of the lightning gem. Do you use your reaction or do you let it go off?
I don't want to kill his crystal anymore.
So yes, you kind of use your reaction to stop, basically pull the electric out of the gem before it goes off. As making eye contact with you, it's not his voice in your head. It's almost as if it's pulled from deep inside of you. Basically, almost like yourself telling you, "Tell to go with it." As he pulls the lightning gem off and throws it over to you.
What about Consider?
It's like Weevil's head. Kelpstor would have basically seems to be whether it's coming from inside people or from anything else. An assumption that Kelpstor would have gone up to
You said
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So where you see him toss the lightning gem over to Gleeble, and I hear Gleeble say, "I'm not Kelpstor."
Well, of course
Do you
not.
know who Kelpstor is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tatsu?
Very good.
Oh, Ichimon's is small again.
He's smaller enough.
Okay. I could find him.
I'm raising him.
Yes, and as you're racing, he breaks off. This is the name of the crystal.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no.
During the story.
Otto, put your hand down.
I got 2 questions as I raise my hand higher.
Yes. Sorry.
1, actually 3 now.
So look-
1, do you know what I'm about to ask you?
No.
Okay, great. 2, can I go over to Godric and I rub where the sword wound should be?
You got this?
Yeah, I rub where the sword wound should be.
I'm going to contest this.
That's the question. You are very extreme.
Oh, that's right.
Just a
Yeah,
chest
fuck
full
that
of
freak.
Do you just rub in?
Wounds where? How?
I have sent his soul to where it needs to be.
Shit.
Oh, it's
Right, I'm not even another question.
sorry.
Okay.
And I forgot to try this.
It's my soul.
This. Yes, your soul.
How do I fix it?
You are currently on the path to doing so. You won't be able to fix your soul until you realize that Octo and Atorian are the same person.
I think he needs to realize that.
Good luck. And then he walks past. I guess I'll just remember now. But
I like it to be noted that I'm still invisible. I never attacked.
super invisible and
So you're
super.
like clinging to my arm, or
I let go after you brought your Jamal over.
And as he walks past you, Poppy, you hear in your mind an explanation of how your powers actually work. Your extracts allows you to create a veil of the astral plane around you,
Whoa.
making you seemingly unnoticeable and undetectable by anyone, except for beings like myself, who can see onto the astral plane, or people like your father who could enter the astral plane as well. Your father would never have given you a way to escape him permanently.
Well, this is unfortunate news. I just grumble. Out of earshot of a murdered rebel leader friend, of course.
And then he walks over to Mida,
I am.
places the nature crystal on to Mida. Mida, you pop back up with 1 HP.
all right. I'm back.
And as you're waking up, he just says, hopefully one day you will realize what WO treacherous in your life are.
Thanks for that.
Why is his name Jamal and not Muguffin? Muguffin. You know?
Guys, it's like Christmas morning. We're getting all this wisdom.
Yeah, that's wisdom.
I learned mine.
Is that the name of his blade? I took wisdom, all right.
One of us is gone.
Yo, I'm covered in astral plane right now.
Oh, that sounds.
Please don't ever say that.
What did you say?
Walking over to Rui, he just
Am I standing?
Okay, good.
he walks over to Rui and just says, it's up to you to determine what your role in all this will be.
What do you mean by all this?
Whether you will follow what your ancestor or whatever for the Living Queen has planned for you, or if you will create your own destiny.
Do you really think I could create my destiny?
Maybe with the help of your friends, maybe.
I just don't really know if I want to create my own destiny. There's just a lot going on, and she just really wants to get home, so I don't see a problem in that. But if it is hurting people, I mean, then that is a problem.
That's fair. Looking at you, Kraith. Regional just says, you didn't come at me with your full strength. Are you still scared of your power?
I have other strengths I can rely on. As I look around at my friends.
Now the answer is friendship.
Well, let me help you truly claim the rest of your power. As he just raises his hand. And seemingly nothing happens at first. And as he lowers it, you can kind of look around, trying to figure out what the heck happened. Your tattoos are no longer black. They are more or less kind of like a clear, more or less. They're more or less reflections underneath your emerald skin. Then dark should not be able to spy on you anymore.
I rebuked him
Didn't.
once. I can't imagine he would look favorably upon me, so that's one less thing to worry about at least.
Oh, Darkharn didn't legally ascend to Godhead, right?
Did not legally ascend.
So he
I'm still a princess though.
Kind of. Even more
damn like Xenagos.
kind of takes a step back and goes $7 you see if what you would do. That factor. You would still legally not to make it.
Hey, Jamal, sir. What have you done to Godric? Is he okay?
Helps him unlock who he was. And at that, he'll go into Godric Feminist. Godric, you remember all the way back to your first life, over 2,000 years ago.
Whoa. Grandpa Godric.
As you are on a battlefield surrounded by dead bodies, you feel your own wounds coming over you. You think how pointless this battle was in the grand scheme of things. As you die and your spirit ascends, a bright light intercepts you. My child, your spiritual life, I believe, could be a guide to others. I offer you this chance to become one of my angels, to help guide lives and souls.
This is a memory, right?
Yeah.
What did I say?
And this likeness you look upon with reverence, you accept. You become an angel of life. Angel serving under the original god of day, Tyrant Thraxus. Or Tyrant Thraxus. And you were one of his angels, one of his vanguard, guiding the lives of mortals, along with the other angels that you've met. The three that of course have been visiting in your dreams. And you eventually became Tyrant Thraxus's left hand. And were very good friends, comrades in arms with
The right hand.
right hand each of one. He served in this role for about 500 years. Before mortals began ascending to godhood, and then that ascension led to the arrogance of trying to take the primordial's throne, leading into the original primordial war. He fought alongside Tyrant Thraxus and the other primordials with the original realm of the dragons, which is now the Plane of Shadows, fighting on that as the battlefield, more or less. But eventually, Tyranthraxus was slain. That's what wound up most of the others. You and the rest of the angels spent the next 500 years in growing resentment with mortals.
Who are we in war with?
All the mortal gods that have ascended.
Oh, okay.
In various archdevil, archfavourite, oh, pull under.
Mm-hmm.
500 years you grew, grew a resentment towards mortals. That's you. At the end, they still try to pursue Tyranthraxus' will, being the guiding lights to mortals that you deemed worthy. And then 500 years passed from there, and the Raven Queen cast a new ascension ritual, allowing the new primordial gods of Emos and Satella and Zarathos and all of them to ascend to become the new primordial gods. And you were at the same time pulled into this realm that surrounds Ashana. Seemingly happening at the same time. This realm that separates Ashana from the rest of the world. You were all pulled in simultaneously into that. Probably drawn to the power of Tyranthraxus. Or not to that, Zarathos, but also the power of. Anyways. Zarathos, you all kind of immediately began to follow Zarathos while respecting the power that was once your lord's. And he led the change to this world as becoming more about the passions of vengeance, as he was certainly by getting revenge on the Raven Queen who he believed tricked him into this life.
Probably piggybacking off of my resentment for the resentment I learned for the moral gods.
Yeah. That continued for about 1,000 years. So about 25 years ago, when you were sent on a mission to stop another one of the Raven Queen's plans, a ritual involving these people and citizens. He had teamed up with the devil Rakdos, the demon Jazaph, who is now Aurelian. Dendar acting through a servant in Judar. But your mission was to disrupt this rituals and prevent the Raven Queen from succeeding in her mission, even if her mission was just to, with much you understand, to lead this world. Just your multiverse, as it were. But Zarathos didn't tell you about the cost of lives. And as you were on the battlefield and met the innocent people of sense, part of you remembered, maybe even part of Tyranthraxus called out to you and said that this isn't what I was given this power for. But it was too late. The ritual stopped. The people of sense were transformed. Their bodies were burned away, but their souls were trapped inside a monster. I mentioned it maybe the last time we did this dream sequence, by a man who, even in this version of the dream, is covered in shadows. But now you recognize that their identity is hidden by the Raven Queen. You tell their powers from it.
That motherfucker.
And realizing what you had done, realizing what your mission had become, you stood up to Zarathos. Because
So wait, was I killing the people of sense to stop her from using them as like fuel, basically?
more or less, not directly you were not stabbing into citizens, but you fighting Rakdos and Shazaf basically broke the ritual.
Yep.
You tried to lead a rebellion against Zarathos. There are a few other angels on your side. Probably most notably, I don't know if names these. Probably most notably, Heka, the first one from the dream. But Ishmael stood against you, not understanding what you could possibly have seen. To what he saw, siding with the mortals.
Was he still with Zarathos?
Yes. And ultimately, you lost the battle.
Mm-hmm.
But Idrimal, in an act of kindness, instead of slaying you, sent you to Satella, who then had you reborn as an Aesmar. And of course, then Lucius Bonner hid his own son, as you see now, using his powers to by the Raven Queen.
Daddy issues.
Whoa!
Now, your bingo cards.
Finally.
Yo.
Did you are being found by those that were sided with Zarathos.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you all also joined the dream.
Oh.
As you all begin to see where it picked up from each of most point of view. How we spent the next almost 2 decades wondering what his best friend had seen that made him stand up against not the original Lord, but the person that had his power. He began questioning his purpose of vengeance and remembering when that wasn't their purpose. So each all began to devise a plan, try and resurrect Geopraxis. He asked Zarathos to give him leave, not interfere in this plan. Zarathos said he would if Idrimal gave Zarathos the power that Idrimal had stolen from Godric. His full angelic powers. What Idrimal did not know is that he would also erase from all the other angels the memories that they had of Godric and Idrimal.
So Idrimal did give him the power.
Yes. And erasing all the memories of even Team Anthraxis. And so Idrimal came to Earth. He found the books of evil and good. The same books from Darius. That Darius was going to reset the world. Believing that if he could reset the world, then maybe Team Anthraxis would be evil as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he wanted to give mortals a chance to convince him otherwise. So he went to Stroni, battled the Adventure Guild members at the time. You can see Leon, Sirius dad, the Shadow Knights Guild leader at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You did tell us that.
Yeah.
You did tell us that.
Yeah, basically.
Couldn't remember. No, strong against it. Couldn't remember.
I stole the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm not a rogue, guys. I just like to be invisible in
Not a
these
rogue.
buildings and spy.
Not a vampire.
Not yet. For interest sake, I guess. The other leaders at the time were Courtier, Silora, Rhyme,
Wow.
Shah Khan, Amunra, who was the son of the snake dude. You met like
Sharktooth?
no, the snake dude from Mecca.
Oh.
Archon.
Shah Khan, not Sharktooth. Mercy, who's the Eric Cochra, rogue member.
She's like feathers, right?
Inda, like a really cool guy that smokes and has a cool voice.
It is cool. Yes.
And then best voice. all of them fighting and failing. And then King Weirmov trying to convince Jamal, and seemingly doing so, convince Jamal to, if you really wanted to find out what mortals are really like, create a place like this, a sanctuary, and find out where they are about war and violence and any interference from other worlds. And so that's what Jamal has been doing for the last 7 years, creating the sanctuary, a place without interference from the gods, learning how mortals really are. And you all exit the dream in a new place. So it's I think I regret everybody.
So what did Yudrimal witness to get him to turn on Serathos? Was it like just, was he behind me in the realization?
Just the basically not being okay with the decision to execute you,
Oh, okay.
and not like realizing that his purpose for fighting did not match Serathos.
Yes.
Basically realizing he might have been corrupted by someone else's feelings for for 1,000 years. But you all exit the dream in a new place.
Okay, I'm just going to ask the question everyone, especially probably Carson, is thinking. When you say we were partners, what do you mean?
Real lovers.
Comrades and arms.
Hey, I
No.
forgot you quick no.
You know, if you say whatever you say is all I'm saying. Yes.
I ship it. I feel like a Godric Idrimo pairing.
But you all exit this dream, these godless memories, and the branches of the very big tree that you all saw as you approached.
Oh,
So we never got a chance to talk, right? Because Zerathos found out I was turning on him, and then Yudrimal had to lead a counter rebellion against me, basically.
You probably in that dream sequence, you probably went to him and told him that Serathos was wrong, and Israel sided. Like there was probably a conversation.
Okay.
And he sided with Serathos instead.
Bitch.
big shaking.
So each Jamal sits and looks down at you all as you exit the dream or memories or whatever, and flashbacks that deliver. And he kind of looks down at you all and waits for anyone to speak up.
I just look towards Godric.
I'm on my hands and knees, panting for breath.
What do we do with this?
I'm obviously sweating. It's like I've been hurled through hell mentally. So I'm taking a moment to collect myself. If anyone would like to say anything else before I get started.
I just want to say the lightning gem that was a bluff. I wasn't really gonna do it.
Don't hold it against you. Do not think that's the kind of thing that you know. Right.
Where are we now?
I hope more or less. It's beautiful.
More or less, do I feel anything when I say that? I imagine I like start looking around to see if I recognize it.
You don't. But I mean, I'll just give you the 3D on that. He doesn't feel like you. There's definitely a different place that he considers home. It's more temporary for him.
Is there any furniture? It just looks like we're in a circle.
Yeah, is there like a PS5?
There is just like a
Cooler next to a chair and a TV and an Xbox.
I'm important into his room after the dream, and he's like got headphones on and Baldur's Gate. You know, you go, oh, you're back.
How'd you guys get here?
Absolutely nothing on the walls.
Copies the homemaker.
I'm processing, you know, whatever.
You still have the gem, by the way.
So what?
You still have the gem they broke off. You left it with you.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say that.
So yeah. What's all this? I guess I wouldn't know. I just put it in my pocket. That's it.
Figured that point out.
So we saw the end of the dream where Agent All betrays Godric.
You basically you saw the last. You see, y'all basically jump in on the end where Godric turn. Yeah, it's more or less Godric actually turns on Zarathos.
Yes.
So y'all don't really see that whole bit.
Shame on you.
And Zarathos was trying to what?
Basically, just he is a very petty Batman villain to the Raven Queen. That one he hurt ever since
Yeah.
And then Godric's like, no, don't do that.
So we were following Zarathos because he possessed our old master's power, and we had been like conditioned by our own hatred for the mortal gods in our previous land.
Yeah.
But so we just followed him, and then I started to come to terms with like what we're doing now is not what Tyrion Thraxis would have wanted, and I made that connection between before Yggdrasil did, and I tried to convince him, and he took it as me betraying him instead of me calling him up with me.
Yep.
I just started wagging my finger at Edamol and just saying, shame on you.
Starting to stand up. Anything else?
That is.
That's
He kind of looks at you still invisible.
Well, you betrayed your family. I don't know what you think you're doing out here on a giant tree stump playing God and saying you're not God, but you left Godric. And now look at him. He's weird and he's skin and bones and he has a lot of nightmares.
Live with regrets what I did to my friend for 18 years.
Congrats, you lived in regret on a tree stump. What are you doing here?
The tree stump is on 7 years old. So
I mean, I get it. You know, I ran from my dad for a few months, hid from my friends for a few months. It's basically the same. But you can't just do nothing out here and let your friends die.
been a long journey to figure out if I would ever forgive mortals for what they did to my god. Entire realm. Even a gestures to your bracelet where Puff resides. That was Puff's home. The entire realm destroyed by mortals.
Yeah, well, me going out and killing a bunch of rebel leaders sure didn't make Puff feel better. I mean, you can kill as many people as you want, but, well, wouldn't that just make you as bad as them?
That's more or less what I've been trying to figure out for the last 7 years. That's why I discarded the books and created a sanctuary to figure out why.
Wait, you did that?
Me.
Do you know how much trouble you have caused?
I did not realize that another.
Your actions could have killed Godric for real. I don't know if you know Darius, but he wasn't a smooth sailor.
His actions did kill Christ, so.
Well,
Directly.
it's actually kind of a technical thing.
Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Well, some people don't want their friends to die.
Oh.
All right, Garrett, I have 2 questions. Legally, am I the same class that I was?
Legally, right now, you still are.
Am I legally the same race?
Legally, you still are.
All right. I just needed to know for what voice I was going to use.
Godric.
So I can't fly. All right. I'm going to.
Can maybe pick you up if you need it.
I'm standing up. I'm going to take off my jacket, And for comedic effect only, I'm gonna, while Poppy and Yjamal were going back and forth, I'm gonna throw the jacket on where I know Poppy is standing because Yjamal's looking at the empty space. I'm gonna throw it at her.
Are you like chucking it, or are you like
I'm
tossing?
walking by and just like.
I think I look like those little cartoon ghosts.
Yeah.
Actually, it just completely disappears.
For comic effect, I'll say it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm giving Godric such a fucking bro nod as he goes.
And I walk up and I look at him. I'm assuming he's towering above us.
He's more or less just kind of sitting.
I mean, he's not big, but I'm sure he's up.
Yeah, he's like up and high, probably like
Okay.
30 feet above the
Okay.
glass. He's just kind of sitting on a branch. So branch arch.
All right, so I look at him and I make this face like I'm mad, but like not actually mad, like a friendly mad, like
Yeah.
you. And I try to fly toward him, and I'm like, and I walk across, and I walk up, and I start walking up the branches. To him.
Almost kind of watches you as you approach. He does not like you move himself.
Are you stomping? Can you please be stomping?
I get this restraint.
Yeah, I break one of my legs. You did this to me. All right. Anybody? Anyone?
I've been shushed.
Caitlin.
We'll turn the top down. We'll put the cloak over.
Joe,
Yeah. Caitlin.
It's probably really accurate.
Rui, I'm talking to my friend.
Would you like to grab the city? I'm sure we can go find another tree branch to sit on.
No, it's probably for the best that you hear whatever is said. I'll just catch you up on it later anyways. Might as well be here for it.
Okay, well, best of luck. Let us know if you need anything.
I'll die for you,
Yeah.
Godric. But I'd rather not. But you know,
Thank you, Poppy.
you're welcome. We're family. I would never betray you and start some weird magic island.
All right, as I get closer, I'm walking, and then I start running at him, and I try to push him. I try to push him over. It's you. Athletics.
He's basically it.
7.
Guys, you like push and then miss, and you begin to fall, and he just kind of catches you and pulls you into a hug.
Oh,
It's beautiful. I can't see that.
First, I'm like, get off me, like a Derek from Step Brothers, like biting it, and then I relent and relent and relent and embrace him.
Sorry, I didn't join you that day.
I don't know what to say. I'm remembering it all so clearly now, and I feel like all these years of hindsight have hit me all at once. There were so many things I could have said. I could have gone about it differently. I was emotional. I acted rash. And I'm sorry too.
We think we have both served our punishment for our actions that day.
Yes, we need not punish ourselves any longer for things that should have been said or should have been done. We can say them now. And what's more is I don't intend to punish you either. And I come out of the hug and see the Miles Morales tape. And I say,
like a single tear.
I forgive you. And I thank you for restoring me.
I'm sorry for the violence necessary. I just knew that's would be the only way to get your soul to remember who exactly you were.
Just as a frail king's fingers remember their former strength on the grip of the sword, I fear that my soul needed to be reminded of what it is to truly live. And I have always felt most alive when fighting, as you know.
Godric is a poet.
I like peek up from his coat.
Wait, can I say something dangerous?
Sure, yeah.
So, you're saying that you had to almost kill him for his soul to awaken, but Godric has died a couple of times already. Why didn't his soul awaken but then?
Can I answer for it off of basically nothing? I'm bullshitting here, and you can write this into the canon as I say it if you like. Well, you see, and I go, oh, did you want to?
It was more or less you needed to clash with another person with Tyrion Thrax's power.
Yes, he had the energy of the original god of life, and even as residual as it is these days, was enough to ignite my soul and restore my mind.
So are you a cleric now?
No, never been a cleric. That's not true, actually. I was. I was legally a cleric.
I see. Well, Igmal, I do have another question for you. I'm so sorry, I'm so full of questions today. So you've been here for 7 years. In your 7 years, what have you learned about humanity? Have you decided that we are worthy?
I don't think he gets to decide.
Well, he doesn't get to decide, but just want to know his thoughts.
Learn that it isn't my place or anyone's place to decide. Anyone, mortal, celestial, devil, fae, whatever, place to decide whether this world is worth living or not. Morals have surprised me particularly on their passionate actions to each other.
My friend, we must
Say there myself. Sorry.
agree. My friend, it's important that we are on the side of life. And this is not what Zarathos has intended, and it would seem that you might be the only one who is on that side as well.
I know. I do not want to fight our former brothers and sisters.
Well, I don't know what my status is. I don't know if my former energies will return to me. I would assume not. But perhaps, and I pull out my artifact, with your power, and I look and I say, our masters, perhaps we can stage another rebellion.
I will happily join you all, but I will surrender us to you in fighting against Zarathos, if that's the war that you believe to be most important right now.
Well, at this very moment, what day is it?
Did you say last time with the
Yes, you did.
tour is basically over with? Like they're ahead of schedule?
They basically has started, which it wasn't supposed to start for like another 2 weeks.
Well, we're not soldiers. Zarathos is currently occupied with Satella. Well, the last I heard, he was occupied with Satella and Emos. But I'm not sure what happened there. I don't imagine they were able to conquer him. We need these lands at peace in order for the mortals to unite their power again against Zarathos, as they did against us once. So we need to ensure Esthrax, which appears to be against life, is quelled. And I don't think Ashana is necessarily for life, but they are not acting actively against it. So I think I will continue to back them until the angel, the false angel, makes his move.
Won't they hurt you, Godric? I mean, the angels, they visit you in your dreams now that you've remembered who you are. Aren't you in danger?
Oh wait. Right, Poppy.
I pull the cloak
Yeah.
my head.
Hey, aren't you good?
Can you protect him?
Idrimal, Poppy makes a good point. I didn't know what it was, but parts of my memory had started to come back to me, and was it Hecate? Hecate? I think my constant nagging to Hecate might have put her in a similar state as me. Last I saw her, Zarathos had her chained, and she said I was right. And she called me something. But
Daddy?
I don't remember what it was. My friends call me Godric. What did you call me?
You were.
Uh-oh.
Classic NPC name.
I don't remember what I said.
You didn't say you said I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you're right. It's not.
Or like it was like inaudible to me.
You. Were Tyrion Thraxus's right hand. But Tyrion Thraxus was also not his original name. Tyrion Thraxus is just the name the Raven Queen is more or less overwritten in this world. Your name is Tyrion.
Wait,
Yes, TYR.
If somebody that name's
Is it an attack mode and a
it's a
defense mode?
D&D deity.
North deity specifically.
Huh?
It's a North deity.
Well, it's like canon in D&D. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Canon IRL too.
No.
Well,
We don't know.
You're always right.
Here is oh.
Wasn't expecting this question.
Oh, he's having to pull up his notes.
I'm going to pull up notes for the next campaign. That's weird.
Whoa.
Pull up the 2 a.m.
Oh.
ramblings.
Huh?
The 2 a.m. rambling.
In our realm, his name was Bibidus.
That was what Garden's name is in his realm.
No,
Tyrion
Draxus.
Thraxus. More or less the actual, the god of the band, the king god of the pantheon. But that's what it is.
So is Yidrimal Thraxus?
Yes.
There it is. We did it.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Thraxus.
So he tells me that?
Yes.
So, with all powers combined, well, are we Michael and Lucifer? And Baron Thraxus is the presence? with all power, could we couldn't recreate the radiant life he radiated, but perhaps we could mimic it.
We could reclaim both your power and the fragments of power that Zarathos has if we defeat him.
All right. Well, then what can we do until he makes his move? Or do we wait that long?
It takes you all there.
Uh,
It also has the power to take you all there.
Should we do that now, or should we support? Oh, brother, I fear if we don't continue our mortal mission here, then countless lives will be lost.
Perhaps. Are you sure you can access the lights floor? Chief no made no mention of another war. As you're being said, he says I'm powerful.
Red eyes. Another war.
The war fought controlled by the Lion Shadows,
Oh, is that
Darkheart?
offered us that deal?
not Starcom.
Oh, well, that's good. at
That'd be
least.
the
You feel burning in your pocket.
Quartermon, yeah.
Is that did he?
Oh, is that not Quartermon?
In your pocket, you feel
Yep,
the calling card Eitelar.
Excellent.
It's the dictator of Esprex.
Yes. I thought they were the same guy.
I'd say
Yes,
that.
that guy.
Good question. Eitelar is the man who allegedly killed the brother, but instead he resurrected and corrupted the brother after killing them, and basically put them in a position of power as Quartermon.
I see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And I
The king's
Weird.
brother.
Weird amounts, but
I pull it out. I don't think anyone knows I had this except me.
I think no one else saw you. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I rolled well enough to where no one saw me.
We saw the card, but I guess we didn't see you take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. You saw the card and the guy that threw it down. No one saw him pick it back up again.
I see.
Any eyeball havers?
So I pull it out and I say, "You mean?" And I just gesture like, "You mean this guy?" Then
Oh, did you see what he's got there?
I believe he is at least the key to figuring out who this third party is. But we should tell your friends about what is going on in Esprex.
I take this and I say, "Where were you going to send us?"
Great question.
If I did not like your friend's answer, I was going to send you to the battlefield of Esprex. I see you all would clearly not have been ready to take on to that first.
Right. And I give him a comrade in arms, great Godric shake.
I look at
And then low key inside, I'm like, I feel like I'm cheating on great.
What did you do, Craig?
They should
Oh,
come.
it's-
Oh.
he did the fun handshake, so I started to do one towards Gleeble, but then I stopped.
Oh, I think Cleveland and I have a handshake.
I hand Godric back his cloak.
Wait. I stopped. The throne.
Oh.
Oh, I don't remember.
None of us. Yeah,
You remember about
I remember it is in the vault.
you remember yes.
it was taken to Yodon.
Yes.
Taken to
The throne. What does that have to do with all this?
Zarathos wants both that throne that you all hid and the Raven Queen's throne because that will give him full authority over this world. What he plans to do with it from there, I don't know.
And the Raven King wants it too for the same reason.
Yes, the Raven Queen already has its peace. That's how she's more or less been in control of it. So if no one else has been able to
Oh,
contest that power.
Ruby, I think your grandma might be evil.
You say that we hid it? I think they just took it to the vault, right? We just let the pirates have it.
It's hidden in the vault. We didn't kill anyone. It's there. On paper, it's still on the Red Claw. What was that ship's name?
The Dreadclaw pirates. They're really nice.
Dreadnought? I don't know. I don't like
Yes.
boats.
Yes.
Too
I guess
many stuff.
in theory, y'all have the third level virus drop off of Yodon. I guess in theory, it's being everyone besides people is in transit.
Yeah.
Well, I hand you back your coat.
Oh, sorry, Poppy.
Oh, it's fine. I should apologize. I think I might be evil after
I'm
all.
doing this. I'm like reaching out, like trying to.
Sorry, I grabbed your hand. Hey, sorry, I'm here. Yeah, so I think I did kill those people. I'm really sorry.
I can clarify that if you want.
Yes, please.
You did do it, but
I really didn't mean to.
you were charmed by someone you did for
Yeah.
this was better.
Oh,
There was somebody invisible there.
It's free.
well,
Someone with similar powers.
I think there's some little person in the astral plane, and they're
Poppy.
yes.
Whatever happened to your brother?
Well, Waveland?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's my brother. I don't really know him that much.
Well, but do you think that he could be helping Godric?
No, no, of course not. Waveland.
Each supposed to roll. Actually,
Oh,
Yes, shut up.
no, I think he's. I don't know.
I mean,
Well, he,
respectfully, you did end up helping Darkheart without meaning to, and maybe he could be doing that to Waylon, and then it could be hurting you.
well, I mean, that's not Wayland then. I didn't. Well, I mean, I killed those people, but it wasn't me. And if Wayland did something, then it wasn't him. I mean, he's kind of boring, but I think he's good.
Did we all hear about Godric being the astral blah blah blah?
that's in the head.
Oh.
Oh, I did just say I thought there was some gobbledygook in the astral plane following me. But that
Yeah.
probably came off as like
But the-
nonsense.
The question that I would like to ask would not be prompted by that.
Right. I've repacked. This is my good friend. And I start to say Draxus, and I'm like, I think this, and I like to think he can hear it. I think this, and I say, that name is not ready to emerge yet. This is my good friend Evil.
Are we doing like a reintroduction?
Hi, I'm Ruby. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey,
Sorry
Midas,
for-
well met. Say well met. Midas, say well met.
Sorry for your injuries.
Oh, do you think you could do something about that?
I mean, I could, I suppose.
I extend my hand for a shake.
Well met.
He shakes your hand, make an athletic check.
Oh,
Now, can you not?
Handshake. 27, 33.
Now, can you not try to one shot me over and over, please? That would be excellent.
He isn't trying to crush your hand, but you can definitely tell. Oh gosh.
Well,
I'm sorry.
if Godric trusts you, I suppose I do too.
It's probably important to catch you on the speed real quick.
I'm still holding this.
Oh, yes.
Porkies?
First of all, the war in Estrax has already begun. I don't know how or why Ashana was able to mobilize so quickly. But basically, Ashana's main forces and the forces of Eledria, the elves, along with the samurai and samurai and maybe some of the heroes with numbers,
wait, what did you hear? You can finish the elves.
they are all already on the battlefield against Cordovan's floating fortress. It's one front of the war.
One friend.
W Google.
Ashana's allies in the dwarves, Shan, which is Igor's country, and the Demon Guard have all attacked or laid siege to Estrax's only ally in all of this, the city of Crate, which is where Melara and is from.
Have we been there? We've been there, right?
You have not been there.
The demon guards have laid siege and the dwarves.
Yes.
Okay, against Ashana.
No, against Crate, which is the only ally of Estrax.
Okay. I thought you said the only ally of Ashana. I was like, no.
The Demon Guard is on Team Ashana.
Yes.
Let me legally put it that way.
Thank you.
Along with some of the other Ashana forces. Oh, even the odds. but I think they hope to create a war on two fronts. Meanwhile, Dark Karn and his forces have been assassinating rebel leaders, trying to eliminate any assistance from the inside, creating war on three fronts.
That's crazy.
Dark Garden is on
That's right.
Ashra's team. Okay.
I hear it was someone called Dark Carnation.
Meanwhile,
What in Dark Nation?
Meanwhile, as far as the war of Salax goes, Strathos already defeated Udax and Emos.
Wait, Emos is dead?
Not dead. He is really nothing but
You gotta, Glebel is Emos' son. That's really personal.
sorry.
Changing a diaper.
You have to say Glebel's dad.
But Satella is on. Satella will probably only be able to hold out for another day or so.
Oh,
She's the last person standing against Zarathos.
just staring at Otto.
It was the other Emos and people.
Satella? Oh, sorry.
Right. Sorry.
What was just said? I missed it.
On the War of the Gods front, Zarathos has already defeated Kudites and Emos.
Yep.
Satella may be able to last another day or so, but she's the last thing standing between Zarathos and taking over and burning this country, this continent to the ground in search of the.
What is the Raven Queen doing in this one with the gods? She's not participating.
Not participating at this moment.
She's
Kind
doing
of
something sketchy.
shitty.
Meanwhile, we have two people called the War of the Shadows. You have met these group probably before. It's got race.
Don't you say it.
Oh.
This group is the group that tried to stop the Dobus ritual, tried to stop you all finding out more about sets.
Okay.
Wait,
I thought you were about to say Richie.
wasn't
I
that?
would say Richie the Clown, dude. I'm saying no.
Hey, what were they called? It was the wizardy dude.
Lucius Bonner,
Yeah.
Here we go. Sorry. Can we erase from canon that you said Lucius? My father.
God, you're getting out of your daddies?
Oh, I'm so sorry you have an evil dad too.
Wait. Is he evil?
That's Lucius.
Oh, sorry, I missed the part where I didn't say Lucius yet. Oh.
Lucius Fauna is my father.
How do you feel about that? Are you okay? You want to talk about it?
Not right now.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of comforting that he wanted to be close to me.
I don't know. I've been trying really hard to get away from my dad.
But I suspect that this group is led by Isabel, who is, of course, the man who tried to give you an out when you were talking to the king and deciding whether you're going to side with Ashana this war or not. And he also more or less implied that he is responsible for manipulating the law meeting in the first place.
Is Lucius Alphadar a dude?
Lucius Alphadar, Zargim Foe, Aurelian,
Right.
and Ritz.
Chelsea.
Did you talk to?
No.
Oh.
What are they doing?
Jadar was attacked. Y'all were fighting Jadar when they appeared and Jadar left.
Right.
Easily, I can see them.
What are they doing?
Then they have a connection to the Raven Queen.
Right.
That's what I know
Or against.
for, I believe.
Okay.
Raven Queen did not want you all finding out about sets, which is why they were set there, I believe. They also did not want the Lobos believing the strongly finding the source of dragon power.
Right.
So, do y'all think it's a little strange that we're all descendant from evil god archetypes and whatnot, and we all just okay. Sorry, Label.
It's
Got
just you. The only evil one.
Lucius Bonner?
It's really, it's not really a sin.
He's not a god.
There is Darkon, but he really likes to pretend he
He
is.
tried to be. I feel like that counts.
Well, the point is, I mean, isn't this kind of strange to you all?
Right. I think this is Isaac.
I don't know.
What's his name?
He said that
Eithildar brought us together for that purpose, or that reason, maybe.
Yes.
He's the one behind everything.
I've not been able to pay attention. Of course, the Raven Queen is helping shroud their movements. But of course, I know that Grit is currently finishing his war with the giants and moving on to the dragons.
I have to agree.
Well,
Indeed.
it's not like I was that connected to them anyway, but can't let that one achieve more power.
what do we do? We're being attacked on all fronts.
Godric has a way to summon Eithildar right now. I could help you all kill him, if that's what you want to do next. I could take you all with me to fight Zarathos. I can send you to the battlefield to fight with Alon Ashana. It's really up to you all what you all want to do next, but I will assist you.
I turned to Otto. Do you prefer a Torian or Otto? Otto. All right.
I want you to make an insight check.
Okay. Hiya! Hiya!
There's some apple.
Oh, wondering.
13.
13. Otto. Yeah. How truthful was, or how hesitant, I should say, was that? It was your preferred name.
Slightly, because I'm very afraid that a Torian is about to pop out and sock me in the jaw.
You sense the hesitancy, but not the reasoning.
Okay. I digress and
Not
move
really
on. Also,
Yeah.
on a weird, well, I guess it's not weird. I think this decision is yours to make.
I agree. I think that I mean, since your wife was concerned, I do think that Gleeble's dad is also concerned in this too. So
If we go to help if we go to the battlefield,
Mhm.
we might save a great many mortal lives.
Yeah.
But if we do that, we risk Satella falling to Zarathos, which I do believe she will.
Correct.
And if we go to fight Zarathos, we will allow countless mortal lives to be swept out in this war, which we could most certainly make a difference in.
And where does Perg fall into this their plan?
I think our gem mining is going to be delayed.
So you say that. But I'm double checking now to see if I'm bullshitting this too much.
Too much.
The
Y'all didn't hear that.
main northern battlefront is basically happening near the city of Perg.
Does he share this info?
Because I assume by the same canon how to about the thing on Perg, yes, regional does confirm that the northern battlefront is near Perg. The main battlefront is very less.
I make a motion.
Does Eaglemo's comment to Mida affect him anyways, since he's trying to insinuate that he wants treasure?
Affects Mida? I mean, it doesn't affect Mida besides how Jake wants to roleplay it.
Okay, yeah.
It's not mad to affect Mida.
Oh yeah. Remember, you're the real treasure.
This is a lot of. I'm going to real quick walk over here, and I'm gonna knock on my head. So I know what's coming.
I actually don't. I don't know if it's your contract or the religion check.
It's the Archon check.
Go ahead and make that contract.
All right, because she's not going to answer.
He's
She went for you. Oh, hey, babe.
hey, a little war here.
Only one time that she and that she literally gone. I'm in the middle of a war. What do you?
Oh, no.
God, mother. And as I'm knocking, I'm going to be like, listen, there's a council meeting, you and me.
He just crosses his arms, so it's two. I like someone.
That's fine. Think of what you want to do. But there are countless holidays that you would say. See, you can't be too far from me. Right?
That's fine.
Okay. I don't know how to release you from this mortal coil as I like wash over myself with my hands. But if you can find a way, you will abide. I will let you go save Satella. You will go save all those other lives.
Y'all don't stop. Y'all think you can end a war or just a single battle in a few days? Because if you're not able to stop Satella, then Zarathos will be upon your little mortal battle immediately. You will not be able to end the entire war in a few days, but you may be able to defeat one who's as a god. You may be able to defeat one person rather than an entire army in a few days. I'm saying it loud enough that you don't hear.
I but it. Hold on. No one said we're going to the front lines. Okay, probably work our way through the country, and continue to sabotage the fact line. All right, and then we'll make our way to the front line, clearing a path to the capital.
I woke up and go to hold Otto's hand. We can save Satella, you know. It's about what you want. You are your own person, Otto. You don't have to ask your shadow for permission to save the person you love.
You're a shadow. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. Shadow. He will correct you.
Oh.
Says, I know that was your original mission, but that was before the timeline changed. Quartermon's floating castles left the capital and is heading towards the main battlefield.
Right. Fuck everything I just said. And I make kind of like a cringe face. I make kind of a cringe face at Eagermore for swearing in front of him.
As much as I care about saving Estrats from my father, I care about you more.
What you all want to do? Not be by your side of your runs.
Roughly how fast would it take us to help Satella and then turn around and help people with as few casualties as possible if you can give any guesstimate whatsoever?
Defeating Zarathos would probably save more lives.
All right, that's it.
Because Zarathos descends upon you all while the battle is already happening. There's not, it will more or less be a battle on two fronts, because he will prioritize you all just in your fronts. Three fronts, really. But we should not take this, I think. Four fronts. There's a lot of battles going on. Which is so. That's why it's a really nice sanctuary.
It is very nice.
All right, let's go see my wife.
Yeah,
My
I'll
wife.
go for my wife.
My wife.
If you believe that stopping Zarathos here will prevent the loss of the most alike, then that is my vote as well.
Listen, man, I don't know anything anymore. Right? I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. For like 1,000 years, I was a soul trapped in my own body, and now my own soul is fighting for vengeance. So,
Tell me about it.
Typically, holy fighting practice. Right.
yeah. So, Zarathos kill
Correct? Oh, wait, see that.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I believe we can trust our comrades in arms of Ashana to hold as long as possible, so that we may fight this battle of gods, emerge victorious, and save the most life. It's grim. It's sometimes challenging to trust others, but it always rewards us in the end. People continuously, every day, impress me more. So, no matter what form they may take.
So, what's your vote for?
So you're moving forward.
Is there a split that I missed? I mean, it's
Save the Tella or save the world.
There are 2 vocal votes for Stella, no other vocal votes that are cast.
Or do something about the show.
Who are the vocal votes?
Which saving Satella is also kind of like saving the world anyway.
saving Sotelo is stopping Zrathos, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of that.
He also threw the idea of killing some guys who aren't killing it, but no, been on that
Maybe.
one.
No.
Because we know that's bullshit and that's not how it's going to play out.
So if savings until it, you just said this is fighting Zarathos?
Yes.
Okay.
And if we win, we then have Satella to help us fight the war.
And maybe whoever else is that.
He also mentioned that Emos and Kidai were defeated as Mathis after.
We need to free them.
I was saying that for
So then we get Mermaid Mommy,
And we will staff.
Creation Mommy.
For some reason, I had it divided up into 3 options in my head, and I was like,
There were 3,
Yeah.
but
It's annoying.
none of us bid on the third one. We said, yeah, right, Garrett. Yeah,
Guys, A, B, or B.
Yes.
you can sum up the big idea.
There's legally 3.
But we're going with B.
These all around, besides the probably one that you might have voted.
Yes.
We'll get
What else is new though?
Mida. The gem.
He's on character.
With the gem for
All right. After we save Satella, I'll save the people. I will be good on my promise of what we talked about earlier.
It'll be gem mind steady.
What was your promise?
Well, I can accept. Jacob doesn't know what promise he made, but sounds good to buy
Oh, yeah. Before that sword of yours really took it out of me.
Yes, let me
Of gems.
Right.
I don't want that.
Are you a cleric?
Jamal raise his hand. You feel glowing, healing magic starts to radiate out of nowhere.
No.
Red infernal chains come from behind you. Jamal wrap around his arm.
no!
Is this magic?
We forgot about the clown.
And pull him back.
Is this magic?
It is not a spell.
Hold on. Don't. Ava, you can do it, girl. Go.
I use.
You can do it.
I
Wait, hold up.
Oh no, she gave up.
Is this technically an attack?
No.
I have something that says magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
It's only for you, though, right?
Yeah, but like I can't just run over and put it on him.
I race after him.
You can start chasing after him if you want, yes.
Yeah.
But he is, as you're beginning to move in, he is pulled back as infernal chains begin to just come out of the trees and wrap around his entire body, pulling him kind of below where he was sitting.
Do we recognize
Is it pulling him off the edge?
It's pulling him like pulling tight.
Oh.
So he's like strung up.
Oh no, it's satire.
Okay, so
I don't know. They give evil vibes.
can I cast reduce?
Try.
This is happening.
We got
Otto is definitely running after. He doesn't know how fast.
So
I'm sure the Echo is too, because we just said for saving Satella. And the Echo definitely has that in his mind.
Okay.
So is Eagle being pulled away or just strung up?
I mean, he's going being pulled away, but strung up.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So he's away from y'all
Backwards?
and strung up.
okay.
No.
So
Infernal change. Where have I heard this before?
I think, hold on, because Misty Step is a bonus action. That is unfortunate.
That Kushino Uzumaki, she'll get you.
Sure will.
That's your own.
Must be nuts.
So can I when does my my shards go off in relation to when I use meta magic option
After the spell completes.
after the spell completes? Okay, let me just check to make sure my inventory is so down.
Oh, you mentioned it.
That's it.
Um,
Just waiting for all funny answers to play out.
yeah, hold on. Anything I can use to push him real hard. That goes to Google.
I was gonna see if I could take a boomstick, make them small, boom, boom, in that direction.
That's funny.
Oh, can I coordinate? Well, I guess.
However quickly we can do this. Godric, can you cast Eldritch Blast and push Idrimol? I mean, just back, I guess. Is that?
Make an attack roll there.
Has Kurth
Because
made
then
that
I
roll
will. I will
grapple
try
him
to.
Pulls you fast enough.
Oh. I will try to reduce, at the same ish time, so he
Yeah.
gets small, half the size. So he the chains. The chains are a little bit bigger, and
Yeah.
then I'm going to use. Try and push, and I'm going to
28.
Misty stepping.
So
Misty stepping behind him.
as you try to cast abuse, you feel resistant magic from the chains. It seems to prevent whoever is being held by them from basically their form changing.
okay. Do I have to? Does the spell have to go off for that for me to feel like that?
It cancels the spell, so it goes off. It's the spell slot is expended.
Is it expected? Okay.
Resolves without effect.
And so if I am quickening that, do I still get my shards? Okay. So then I will still Misty Step behind. So as soon as you can drag towards me now.
He stops running radius right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I guess I'll wait 6 seconds and cast enlarge on the chains.
Roll the damage for your Eldritch Blast and also doesn't push you.
Good job.
But go and roll damage as
I don't think I have it teleport.
roll damage.
Oh, that's an attack roll again. That was a 4 for consideration.
4 damage.
No. Technically, total damage is 10 damage.
10 force damage.
Oh, but let me do this first.
Did we get to get there first? Just for argument's sake, how do you with the next?
Can I summon the shadow?
Guys, what are we really trying to do to something that's strong enough to capture Idrimon?
Well,
I'm not
It's a
moving.
surprise. It's a surprise. You never know. Do the chains count as a creature?
No.
Okay. then a tentacle pops out and does nothing, and then waves us by, and as it goes back to the different plane.
Yeah. Label Otto, what are you doing as you get to Idrimol?
So I get to Idrimol. I grab him.
Mhm.
I using my cape of mountain bang.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Mountain.
Mountain. It's a stupid French word. Who cares? Dimension door as far away as I possibly can from the
Trying to
chains
teleport
witness.
and the chains again. Same thing that happened on the other so stop the teleport. So the spell is still spent. You can teleport. It just prevents his teleportation. So you can teleport, but the spell doesn't spend. So you can teleport wherever you want. You realize that each one of that came with you. Oh, I do not want to take this. Equally was like, I'm gonna say swear words.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care that you broke your own.
What are you doing as you get there?
Where do these chains look like they're coming from? You said he's just being sprung up.
They need to be coming from like basically a multiple place like further up the tree
That we can't really see right now.
at this moment. As you're all kind of quickly reacting in 6 seconds.
The DM gave us the illusion of choice, guys. Come on.
Alright, just for kicks and giggles, I am going to go ahead and use my channel of opening.
They'll do it. You try this time. Nothing targets are open. Where do you want to teleport?
What's that?
Where do you want to teleport?
Oh, I didn't want to if I can't take him. So
Oh, he's just like,
Teleport to the
it's
Like you feel yourself. He's not. You're just like, I'll just stay right here. I get this.
I take a few pieces back and start.
I want to shimmy my hands under the chains.
Scratch his chin. So that
What I try over and put there? Are his hands accessible? Oh, Manda, can you make this big?
Is Idrimal a large creature or a normal size creature? What size?
It's apparently considered vegan.
Medium? All right. Well, I'm going to take the beanbag. I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to select Idrimal.
It's not. Oh, you're cool.
It doesn't pull. It doesn't pull.
Someone can't change the chains. Many other funnies.
I did mean to do that earlier.
Alright,
Make-
fine, I'll try
make it
slashing
on
the chain.
Sure, make it that roll.
Only for the bounce back to hit me in the face. I'm ready. At my axe.
Have you ever seen chains like these?
No, that's a 15.
Not that I can.
Garrett said, you guys should have chose C.
15 does not.
Yeah.
15 does not.
Loading.
It's well mattered.
Can I do a check to see who think if we
And Rui, you begin to look around to see who did it. And
look
a
at
giant
the
fiery infernal explosion happens.
Shazam?
And you all hear,
not that guy.
well, look at the beautiful lucky day we've had, Miss Ludica. This is a glorious day indeed. These adventurers have made it so much easier for us to get our target.
Isn't
Distracting
that
him.
Oh, sorry.
Distracting him while we're able to wrap him up. And look at that. Some old friends, Mida, Craig. I could have sworn there was a third one. And,
Oh, Rip.
oh, and look at here. Another one of our targets just happens to be here. Hello, Godric. I am your enslaver today, or executioner if you prefer, Savant. And you, emerging from the hole, you see 5 infernal beams, including 1 infernal clown.
No.
Great, you recognize the other 4 as people that the four masters from the battle tower that left with Savant, but now very infernally transformed.
Oh, we're mean mugging the fuck out of Mitch, and you know it.
Oh yeah. And unfortunately, that will be where we end on our cliffhanger today.
Oh!
We'll be cut over to Uncle Ween's finale, the Uncle Ween finale. Yeah. So yeah, come in break, and then we'll cut over to Carson for finishing out that.
Go.
Thanks, Garrett. Block
Nice
expedition.
Mary Ashana's miss.
Oh, somebody want to go pause it?
Oh, yeah, I gotta go pause the stream. Right, Garrett.
Hold on, guys. Just hold pose. Hold pose.